Hello, Aries North Node. Welcome to North Node Alchemy. This is your timeless career reading. So, whenever you come across this message, there should be something here for you. But these are general messages, so just take what resonates and leave the rest for whoever else needs to hear that message at this time. Do like and subscribe, it helps me connect with your energy better and lets me know and lets your guides know and my guides know that you are interested in receiving messages through this channel. So, the career reading, I will start off with just a quick overview of what the North Node in Aries energy means, how it vibrates. And this description that I'm going to read, you can grab off of my website. There is a free download, a free tip sheet download of living through your North Node that is all available on feministalchemist.com. So, a short summary of living in your North Node, Aries North Node. If your North Node is in Aries, your soul craves to blaze a trail in some way. It wants to do this by leading by example in some area of life. It can be business, invention, fashion or style, or simply in how life is led. What's great about North Node in Aries is that it doesn't matter which area of life it leads in, as long as it gets to follow its own drive and instinct. Aries energy is masculine oriented and compels action. So the Aries North Node beckons you to be daring and wait for no one's permission to forge boldly ahead with your ideas. Great. So, yeah, that is, there are descriptions of the North Node placements on my website. That specific description, I don't know why I wanted to say prescription, that specific description is on the tip sheet, though, that you can download for free on the website. So, let me get the shuffling going here. So, what does Aries North Node need for their highest good at this time in their career? View from above, get the big picture. Oops. Unicorn. Aries North Node, please. That's too many. Okay. Solitude in silence, peace prevails. Let me just set this up a little differently so that you can see the cards. Okay, great. Yes. Just pause and do that on my own. You don't need to watch me almost burn myself with the candle. Actually, I did burn myself. Okay. So those are your first two cards. View from above, get the big picture, and solitude in silence, peace prevails. Let's see what the next two cards will be. So I'll get these first four. So what I'm feeling, okay, no, they want me to shuffle first before I start telling you anything about the cards here. Yeah, I'm having one of those days where nothing is really going I'm just going with the flow of things. So, okay, you have two cards that came out now. Okay, so we have first one, the economy, trust your needs will be met. So that's card 21. And then we have card 32, leadership and decisions, make choices for the highest good of all. They want me to change these around. Okay. So once again, need to make a little adjustment. You are the first sign that I'm recording, and so you get to see all of the adjustments. All right, here we go. All right, that should be the last time I have to pause, I hope. But if not, such is life. Aries North Node, you do need a big picture overview of where it is you want to go and what it is you want to do in, they want me to literally say with your life. um, because I'm feeling that I feel a common theme with all of the signs, and I did bring it up in one of my last readings. I think it was from the earthly ancestors, that we spend so much of our life working, our adult life. We spend a lot of time in the pursuit of security, money, finances. And so to say that my job is just my job does a disservice to what the energetic investment and the time investment that we spend. We have to acknowledge how much of our lives we work. We're either we're traveling to work, we're at work, we're traveling back from work, we're doing our laundry to be ready for work, we're packing our lunch for work, we're going to school to prepare for work, we're taking classes, we're getting educated, we're doing an apprenticeship. So a lot is centered around our jobs. It doesn't make sense to diminish that investment. And because it's so important, Aries North Node, getting the big picture, seeing what it is that you really want. I'm hearing also look at the life that you have created for yourself as well. Get the big picture of where you are now and then zoom out even more and determine where it's leading in a very non-attached way. Because the decisions that you make, I'm reading these two cards together, leadership and decisions. The decisions that you make are going to affect you, and if you have children, your children. It may affect friends. If you're a business owner, if you have employees. And even they're giving me the scenario of even if you're in a job where you can't seem to get your dander, where you can't seem to get motivated. And so you're not really giving it your all. Your employer is also missing out because they're not getting someone who can really thrive in the role and give pure, true benefit, whose contribution is fruitful and multiplies. So even making decisions to leave a job or a career path, we're being advised that that highest good of all also includes when you are just there for money's sake or because you don't know where else to go. And so you may feel drained by the job situation, but you're also draining the resources and you're draining the source as well. This is what they want me to say, or the way they want me to put it. And in that respect, it's building up some type of deficit when we move to the other side, the economy here. Because once again, if you are doing a job where you're getting paid, but you're not actually productive, then those resources are being sorry to put it bluntly, wasted on you, or they're not getting the return on investment as they would with someone who actually wants to be there. And this is why here you're getting the advice Aries North Node that sitting in meditation, sitting in solitude will bring you clarity. What Aries North Node needs, so they want me to go to kind of a more general understanding of the career path for an Aries North Node, is you're a decision maker, a trailblazer, and your decisions are made in solitude. They are made on your own. And then you trust that the resources, including the human resources and the people who believe in your idea, that you believe that those are going to come to you. You are to be in a decision-making role, whether that is a big, for a big company, for a startup, for a small company, or you're in a company but in a management position or in a creative leadership position. Project management, for example, is also an area that they're giving me that you could thrive at, or thrive in, rather. Anywhere where you conceptualize, where you have the big picture, you receive the big picture, and you bring that down to your team to execute. And no matter how outrageous, innovative, off the cuff your idea is, because you've received it through this divine inspiration in your solitude, you can trust that it is meant to be fully developed. So they're pointing me to this Buddha here that's golden and telling me the Midas touch. Yes. All right, let's grab some tarot. I think this will be like a 25-minute type of deal. What else does Aries North Node need to know, please, when it comes to their career path, where they should be, where they could be? What they need to hear right now for their highest good. Aries North Node. These 3 cards here. You. Not that one. That needs to come out now. Okay. So you have the 2 of Voices, which is the 2 of Swords. Are we taking any of these in reverse? No. I don't usually read this deck in reverse. Page of Voices, 2 of Voices, Page of Voices. Which came up first? The Devil. And the 7 of Materials, which I will take in the upright, but I will note that it came kind of in the reverse. But I see what feel what it's saying here. So what you have here, Aries North Node, is something that you may struggle with is decision making. And you wouldn't be an Aries North Node if you didn't have that challenge. Because it's something that your soul has come to learn, to go, to make a clear decision and go with it without needing validation from anyone else. So you may find yourself in those situations often. And that challenge for you then is being able to strengthen your mojo, your decision-making mojo. That's the word that they're giving me. To strengthen your decision-making and your confidence in your decision-making. So often, you may often feel, especially in the beginning, or it'll keep coming round and round in your life, that the types of decisions that you need to make, you may always feel a nagging kind of uncertainty. And here's pointing to the devil, an uncertainty about making a decision. And there could always be, lifelong, a devil on your shoulder who's telling you or making you feel less confident in yourself, in your decision, questioning your decisions. That voice can be louder and quieter at different times in your life. It's something that one lives with, they're saying it's something that every leader lives with, that doubt. But the Seven of Materials, you'll never know unless you plant the seed, and you'll never know unless you water the garden. This is the analogy they're giving me. You'll never know unless you plant the seeds, and you'll never know unless you water the garden. So if you don't, your task will be to follow through with your ideas, to follow through, to stand behind your decisions and nurture and nourish your decisions with what they need in order to grow. And the first thing that you should be nurturing and nourishing it with is your belief and however you strengthen that belief in yourself. Affirmations, if you are praying, doing spell work, meditating, asking for help as well, asking for the resources, trust that your needs will be met, trust that if you do your part in watering the garden, that there's also I believe it's in Sufism, that the divine is the analogy of a gardener. Forgive me if I'm wrong with that. That's in memory that I have from an album that I listened to, music album. So you do your part as the gardener, and the divine does their part as the gardener, meaning that they bring you the resources that you need in order for your manifestations to come to fruition, for your ideas, for the seeds that you planted to come to their full potential, to their full bloom. I hope I'm not going too fast. And I hope I'm not going too shallow. No, they say it's fine. I hope it's fine for you too. Because I'm already going to a couple of your final oracles here. I'm going to pull. What am I pulling? Okay. I'm just trying to find out if I'm doing one or two. I'm doing two. As I said, you are my first read for this Aries North Node. So and it's where they're showing me how the spread is going to work for everyone else as well. Okay, so you have card 37, rise above is not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? 37 as of the 10. They also want me to say that. Let me put this up here. And then 25, it's all in divine order. Allow. How can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life? Okay, hold on. Okay, another small adjustment. Yes. So the weight of I feel that what this first card wants to say is not yours to carry. You are an empath, and detaching from the drama, detaching from what other people think of your choices and of your decisions. Especially if you have any altercations where someone thinks that you think too highly of yourself, for example. You think you're so special. You think you're always right. You think you're so important. Something, those things along those lines. And resisting, holding back your ingenuity, ingenious ideas, your innovative thinking, your creativity, your your excitement and enthusiasm for those things as well. You're being asked not to bind yourself by the drama, opinions, and of other people, or the fact that you know they are jealous or intimidated by the fact that they don't have that capacity. Um, so you're encouraged to lean into that energy wherever it shows up in your life. And for that, well, this coming out in the career reading, definitely with how you spend your time, the majority of your time, with the type of work that you choose to engage in. That energy will bring you a fulfillment. I feel they said a fear, but also a fulfillment. And then card 25 on this side here, it's all in divine order. Allow. If there are things falling away right now, if there are seeds that you planted in the past that are not coming to fruition, there is a reason and they may not be meant for you. You may have invested in a garden that, is full of weeds. At least weeds, how can I put it? I don't want to go too deep into the analogy, but there's plants that just can't grow together. Like, for example, had an herb garden and they said you can't put dill, like dill is a weed, dill weed. It can't go in a pot with anything else if you're planting on your balcony. It has to be in its own pot because literally it will strangle the other plants. So you can perfectly well have dill, but dill has to live on its own. So the plants that are in your garden may not, the ones that they want to bloom may not work with the ones that you've been looking at, that you've been focusing on. And so certain aspects of your life need to not work out in order for the more fruitful, the more fulfilling aspects to blossom and work out, for them to be fed and nurtured and to grow to their fullest potential. And you may even get some new plants in there that you did not think of. Yes, I can leave it there. Okay. Go with the flow and release control of the outcome. Okay, and your final card So, energy or tip for moving forward. Final card for moving forward at this time for Aries North Node, please. A final oracle. This deck is sticky. I don't even know if it wants to be used. Is there a final card in here? They say there is one, but final card for Aries North Node. I feel it under my fingers. No, this one. Okay. New moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. I'll let you take that as it resonates with you. And I'm going to leave this here because, yes. Okay. Woohoo! I'll leave the reading here now that everything is on camera. I wish you all the best. I hope this was helpful to you. Do remember to like and subscribe, and do remember to go over to pick up your free tip sheet off of feministalchemist.com. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.